All right, hey YouTube. I want y'all to journey with me with what I'm about to do. What I have is Sisterlocks. Many of y'all know that Sisterlocks, okay? I've been having some issues, slight issues with some of my locks that I probably will talk about tonight. But what I want to do right now is, I was thinking about it last night about making a video. I'm going to count my locks, okay? Now, the thing about it is, like you see, that's combined, okay? Some of them are combined because when I combined this one, I felt like this one was just a little too thin, so I combined it, okay, with the one next to it. So when I get to those, I'm just going to count it as one lock. I'm counting them because I'm just curious how many I have. But I'm going to show you when I get done. You know, let's see how long it takes. You may not be able to see with that one. It's kind of hard to tell. It gets like, some of them like right there is super thin. Now, what I used to do, see, can you see how thin it is right there? And then that one spot, what I used to do, like with some of them is I would pull it. Pull it off. But when I did, it's like I could feel it like throughout my body. It was like trauma. So I was telling one of the consultants, she doesn't do my sister locks, her aunt does, but she was like, oh no, don't do that. She said it's like trauma. I said, yeah, I could like feel it go throughout me when I would do it. I said, so I stopped doing that. But anyway, I'm gonna count, turn my fan on. We're gonna see how long this takes. Okay, so okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that's one row. Okay, I gotta figure out. I don't want to put a rubber band on it, but I'm gonna put it on there real light because that's one of the issues. Okay, that I'm having some thinning. Okay, and it's not at my scalp. It's like the lock. It's more toward the end of the lock because I'll put them up in a rubber band. Like when I'm that's why my daughter gave me one of her scrunchies. Like when I shower. I don't. I'm just gonna I guess I'll just grab. I was gonna try to do it row by row, but with these nails on, you know, you wear these nails, you can't really, because it's covering up your nerve endings in your nail bed, so you can't really feel like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab, count, and put it in a bunch that's already done. But anyway, you know, I put the rubber band on it like when I shower, and I wrote down how many so I don't lose count. When I shower, and put my shower cap on, and sometimes I don't put a shower cap on, what I do, and sometimes the way I style my hair, and I've been trying not to do a whole lot of styling. Well, that's not true. At first, for a while, I just let it just be. You know, all I would do is put my rinse in it. Every blue moon I would style it. But what I had been doing was, I like that crinkly look. So, you know, I divide it up, put the setting lotion on it, and, you know, braid it up overnight. And one night, it was like 2 times I did it, my head was hurting in the bed. I was like, I would go to the scalp real tight because I wanted to make sure the crinkles would just really set in and, you know, really look nice. But it was, I think because I was braiding it so tight, it caused thinning in the lock. Okay, let me continue on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. All right. Okay, so let me take that bunch. Okay. And then like what I would do with the rubber band, even when I would take it out, I would just kind of pull it out. It's like, you can't do that. You know, you are putting stress on the locks there. So yeah, you're gonna have some thinning and damage and stuff because you're just putting too much stress on it with the rubber band and just putting it up in there any kind of way and just ripping it out. You know, it's a lock, but it still has to be, it's still hair. You know, you gotta be gentle with it. All right, let me grab another section. Let me see. That's too much. All right. Now, as you know, I've got my side shaved, so who knows how many, you know, because, you know, Sisterlocks are so small, who knows how many that took up out of there. And when I got him shaved, did he give them to me? Well, not the first time I went to a male barber, and I think he went to give them to me, and I was like, just keep them. No, just throw them away. Okay. Let me see. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, what I might have done, see, I'm trying to be more gentle with it. Honestly, what I might have done is not took the locks myself and maybe brought them home and got rid of them. I might have told him to keep them and throw them away. But no worries, I haven't fallen in love with the man. Okay. What was that, 60? I think that was 60. That's what I wrote, 60. All right. My arms are tired already. All right. Well, that's 60. I may have to stop this and like go back to see how many. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it and go back. I'll edit this together. Let me see. Okay, I just had to be sure. It was 60. All right. Let me see. Maybe I'll go to this side, do more on this side now. I would ask my daughter to help me, but honey, she is not gonna be on this camera for shit. All right. 60. Well, that's too many. All right. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do from now on, like when I need to pull it up for various reasons, you know, shower, so on and so forth, I'm going to use this scrunchie. I asked her if I could have one of her scrunchies, and she said, I said, you know, like one you don't wear or anything anymore. She gave me this one. She said, this is the old plain one. You can have this one. Okay. My daughter used to have Sisterlocks. She got them when she was 5, and she had them for 5 years. Listen, my daughter has the very thick hair. They were beautiful on her. She won't get them anymore. I wish she would. All right, let's see. Okay, and then what I noticed is it's not doing it now. It feels really moist. That's good. Like the ends, I did talk about it in one of my videos. I think my last Buddhist video, last one I posted. And early Chinese beliefs. I talked about it at the beginning of the video. The ends, what I would notice is like especially after I washed it, they would be really, I mean, they were just, the ends were just not doing it now. Thank you, God. It might have just gotten really dry. Okay, because I had been oiling my scalp with grease, okay, but I really wasn't, you know, moisturizing the actual, well, I was then. I had, listen, honey, life, getting up at last minute to get ready for work, all kind of stuff. And I had noticed one time washing my hair, and I was doing that, you know, just kind of going through it, and it's like the ends just like they were just coming off, you know. Or I looked on the floor one day and there's a lock, not the whole lock, you know, but the end of a lock. Okay, I got really worried, and the ends were just kind of like coming. They weren't, I don't know how to describe, like they were almost unraveling. See, like that right there, see that kind of unraveling? And they weren't like that. And I hope y'all can see it. Okay, and that really bothered me. It really scared me. And then it was like I'm seeing locks on. What the hell is going on with my locks? And I would look at them, and it would be like that thinning, like I showed you with that other one, like, you know, maybe somewhere here in the lock. I can't say it was a whole lot of them, but it was enough of them. And so I just got back on my regimen here of putting, I'm sorry y'all, I like this, putting my oil concoction. I showed it in one video, putting it back on more regularly, and they feel really nice. I didn't notice dryness. I was just kind of going, and like when I would do the little crinkle style, of course I'll put setting lotion on it. And I don't know if anybody out there is, you know, knows about these hair products and stuff. I'm thinking that setting lotion can be drying, okay, especially if you're not putting kind of moisture in it. So I said, at first I thought maybe it was because I called my loctician, because she's a cosmetologist as well. She doesn't just, you know, do Sisterlocks. And I said, maybe it's the rinse. And, you know, I talked to her and another cosmetologist, what did Sinead say that? She said a cosmetologist or something, politician or something like that, she said. But anyway, they were saying it's probably not the rinse, because, you know, if it was dye, yeah, but rinse is usually not a problem. That's all I use is a rinse. And like I said, I dyed it once. This was like about 2 years ago, because I think this is my 3rd year of having these Sisterlocks. So I did it after my 1st year. No, that must be my 4th year. Oh my gosh, I think I just entered my 4th year of having locks. I don't know, but anyway, okay, let me count. Okay, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 70, let me see, 3, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, I think that's combined, 79, wait a minute, I'm getting confused, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, okay, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Combined, 90. Yeah, because it was one back there. I was getting confused because I felt 2 separate pieces, but it felt like it was combined. It was combined. But I can't remember what I was saying before I counted that section. Oh yeah, about the unraveling on the ends. So she told me to get like some of that lock gel and just kind of put it on the ends and rub. You know, I guess I could. I just was like, no, I'm not gonna. I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And because I wanted to figure out what is the cause of it. You know. Anyway, so I think that's pretty much it, because what was happening before, like, I don't wash my hair a whole lot, you know. Now, at one point with my locks, I did. At one point, I was washing them like once a week. And my loctician was like, that's way too much. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wash your hair that much, you know. Now, okay, I'm not going to lie. My very first year, because I didn't want to, I had Sisterlocks before. You like, how old am I? 50. So I was about, maybe 28 or something like that. And I didn't have them a long time. I was living in Memphis, Tennessee. Got them then. And, you know, so I knew about the braiding and banding when you washed them that first year. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that myself. So, yeah, I did. I waited to get my hair washed that first year until my retie. Because, like I said, my consultant, she's also a cosmetologist, so she had the license to wash hair. So I just waited. I let her braid and band it, you know, and I did that for a year. Okay, I can't say how often I got my hair retied. You know, my retie back then, I don't remember. Okay, but you know, for those of you who have Sisterlocks, you know, it depends on your hair growth and what you and your loctician determine, you know. So, and I told her, I was like, I'm not washing it until I come here because I don't want to braid and band it myself. I didn't want to make no mistakes. I didn't want it to unravel. I didn't want none of that stuff. Okay. So, and I just didn't want to be bothered with it. So I just let her do it. So then after that, you know, after that time period, I started washing it myself. That's when I was doing it once a week, and she was like, stop. Stop washing it once a week. That's too much. You know, so I don't wash it that often now. You know, I did have a regimen, like, I think at one point after that, once a week, I started doing it maybe, what was I doing it, like, maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that. And then I just kind of got out of the regimen, was just kind of like, you know, whenever. Right, but trying to get back on after I saw that unraveling. And the thing about it is, it really wasn't so much on this side. It was more on this side. My hair, like if you look at my videos, okay, my other videos, sometimes I'll have it, a lot of times I just put it to the side, but sometimes I have it parted down the middle. One side, this side looks like thick. This side is really thin. This side is thicker. And she was telling me, you know, there's a different growth pattern that she noticed on this side versus this side, you know. And this side, the way my hair grows, it just makes my hair look more full and thicker. This side it don't, okay, the way it grows, okay, or whatever. All right. So anyway, I was really concerned, so I was like, let me get back on my regimen. There's a particular woman on here who has Sisterlocks. Her channel is is mainly about Sisterlocks. Listen, honey, she got some. I love her Sisterlocks. They are long, they are full, they are really, really pretty, and she gives some excellent and awesome, you know, tips, advice, the whole nine. She admits the things that she did to her hair, you know, when it was, you know, she been through the gamut of things. You wouldn't think at all because they're so thick, they're so long, they're so beautiful, you know, but she admits her mistakes, you know, just to help others. And so she had one from a year ago about thinning, you know, and as I listened to her, I was like, that's probably what I was doing, putting it up in the rubber band, pulling it too tight, like when I would braid it, you know, for my crinkly look. And that kind of came across my mind one day, like, you do that shit way too tight. So last time I did it, which was when I would do it real tight, here, let me charge my phone, hold on. Anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. Do not close my door, please. I can't remember what I was saying. But the lady, her locks were really, yeah. So when I would do it really tight, then the style would last me like about 5 days or something like that. So last time I did, I said I'm gonna do it real loose. So it was real. I didn't like it because it was so loose. I mean, I like that city and crinkly, you know. But the style was loose, and it only lasted a couple days. But you know what? That's okay. I'm willing to sacrifice that because I don't want my locks thinning and breaking off, which is what they were doing, what they have been doing. I don't want that. You know, I want, you know, my hair to grow, not to break off. Because one lady, she was like, oh, you might have to get those cut. I was like, no, I don't want to get it cut. She said, because, you know, it'll go all the way up the shaft. She wasn't no loctician, no Sisterlock consultant, but she was a cosmetologist. This was just another lady I was talking to. All right, let's get to it. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, yep, 100, wait a minute, 107, 108, 109, 110, I think this is combined, nope, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118. Okay. 18. And so, nevertheless, then I had kind of slowed down on my vitamin intake. I wasn't taking them as regularly as I had been at one point. I got a video, one of my first videos on the channel was this green juice that I make. This one is about the same. I think I might be missing one or two things just because I ran out of stuff. But I had stopped making this and I was making a green smoothie with sea moss in it for a while and bananas. But I had stopped drinking that. I noticed, you know, as you age, and maybe I should just say progress in life, because people tend to, like, if I say, well, I know it says I'm getting older, you know, and, oh, you sound like you saying you sound like you getting old, or like you old. That is not what I'm saying. And I mean, like, what is wrong with old? You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to be young forever, although I always feel like I'm younger than I am. You know, I think I've talked to older people, and a lot of them say that. You know, I don't feel this age. You know, I feel like I did when I was younger. Except, you know, when that knee cracks up on you. Okay. When you go to stand up, or you go to take a step and that knee's like, okay. Or you're laying in the bed at night and you can't go to sleep because, you know, your perimenopause is like, yep. Them hormones is like, you ain't going to bed tonight, bitch. You ain't going to sleep tonight. Let me get my lavender essential oils, okay? And, you know, I do all these things you didn't have to do before. But anyway, it's like I'm not saying that. I'm just saying as I'm, you know, getting older, I'm noticing changes in, you know, my body and what, you know, things I can take and what I can't take. And I noticed, like, that sea moss, like I said when I made the video about it, it didn't seem to bother me at first. Like I was talking about when I got it from Dr. Sabi. This was years ago from his company or whatever. It bloated the hell out of me and it made me sick and my skin was itchy. I just did not feel right. I was like, stop taking that shit. But I didn't realize it was the same thing until I bought it recently. When I made the video, I was like, I think it's the same thing, but I'm going to try it again. I didn't have that initially, but I did start to notice the bloat as time went on. It was just like, you know, I got a little bit of a stomach and it didn't feel like it normally feels or whatever. And I said, let me stop taking this. Okay, so I stopped, and then I was putting bananas in it. Well, I was a banana eating fool, okay? I love bananas, you know. But I noticed even before that, I'll be honest with y'all, this may sound silly, but there was a time when I was younger, I would not eat bananas in front of white people, okay, because of the stereotype, you know, and all of that kind of thing. Nor watermelon, okay. I know some people may be like, that's down chilly. You know, I'm sure I'm not the only person out there who was doing that type of thing. Okay, but anyway, I noticed like bananas, they bother me. You know, I used to eat a lot of fruit. And my dad, you know, he was always like a health person and always exercise ever since he was a kid. He was like, you know, you eat way too much fruit. I'm like, but it's healthy. It's fruit, it's healthy for you. You know, and he was telling me it's way too much sugar. But anyway, just finally, I just realized one day, like, my body cannot take this anymore. It was really bothering me. Not just bananas. It was quite a number of fruits that I was eating. And for a few years, I noticed, and it was just like, stop eating this. Your body's not. It's like, whatever you want to call it. It just was like kind of rejecting it, you know. So I had to cut back on fruit. I mean, I have not been eating fruit at all like I used to. And I've even noticed some vegetables, like some leafy vegetables. It's like my body's like, I don't want that shit no more. So, you know, it's not about, I'm saying I'm old and decrepit. No, I'm just saying, that's how you're hearing what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, as I'm getting older. So I'll just say, as I'm progressing in age, I just notice, you know, changes. Okay, let's get back to it. 119, 120, 121. 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, let's see, 138, 139. What I noticed, 139, let me write it down. What I noticed about that section that I just went over, I noticed some of the locks seem really short. I don't remember that. I haven't. Now, one time my lactation was doing my hair. This was a while ago. And she was like, she washed it. We sat down. And she was like, and it was like, what? And she was like, look, it was like a whole lot came out. So it must have just been hanging on by like a super thin thread. And I was like, oh no. And she was like, no, it's not. It's okay. That happens sometimes, you know. And it wasn't, I kept that one. It's around here somewhere. I noticed that, oh yeah, it's in my jewelry box. I noticed that it wasn't like a really thin, because some of these are like really thin. That's why I've combined some, you know. It wasn't a super thin one, so I don't know what happened with that one, okay? But it's just like, it's just one. So I don't know if like here in this area, I have to ask her. Here, I've never done this before. Here in this area, if my hair just, you know, grows a certain way that the locks seem shorter, there hasn't been any, you know, to come out like that, you know. I don't know. You know, maybe just the way it grows in that area, okay? But too, I do know, I don't know if it had anything to do with, but I had my hair cut a certain kind of way too when I got my initial install. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it just could be the way my hair grows in that area that they seem shorter, because like I said, none of them popped off and came off in that area. I didn't notice, because there was a few of them. I just counted that I noticed that. All right, 139. Look, we're almost done. Almost. Sometimes it seems, here, let me go on this side now. Let me see. Grab a bunch. That's a lot I just grabbed, maybe too much. Okay. Sometimes, you know, like, it doesn't seem that full, you know, to me, just looking at it like in the mirror or something like that. Because my hair is kind of more on the thin side. It's not super thin, but it's more on the thin side. I don't have like thick hair. Like my daughter's got that beautiful, 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 thick, gorgeous hair. And I see this right here. I thought at one point, you see that hair? I thought at one point that, let's see, that was going to be, that maybe it was part of this. And I asked my daughter, I said, is it in line with this? She was like, no. So, this was a while ago. I thought my loctician would catch it, and she probably did, but it won't stay in. Just like I have a piece here where I went to 2 reties and thinking that, and she saw it, you know, because we talked about it, thinking it was going to catch up. She tried to integrate it into the one lock that's already there. It won't integrate. It keeps coming out. So this is probably going to be, I'm going to tell her to make this another lock when she's able to. tell her to make this another lock when she's able to. It just won't stay in the lock when she does it. It's just like, nope, I want to be my own independence lock. And I got some down here that's doing the same thing. All right, so anyway, want to be by myself. That's what it's saying. I don't wanna be with them. I wanna do my own thing. Yeah, that's a nice little piece right there. Okay, and this is too. And it's just, this one right here is just growing and growing, because it was definitely not this long when I first noticed it, you know. And I didn't think my hair was going to do that. I've seen people like with regular locks or more traditional locks, their hair would do that. And, you know, new hair, you know, a new lock forms, you know, after the locks are all set and everything. And then here's some more hair growing. It's just like doing its own thing. It's not, you know, forming in a lock, in already established locks. So they make some new locks, establish some new locks. I didn't think my hair was going to do that, but it has. So that's 1, 2, and 1 in the back, 3, an area in the back. All right, let's get into it. We got 139 so far. Okay, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199. Let's see, 200, 201. 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210. Let me see. 210, okay, 211, 212, 213, 214, yep, 215, 216, to 17, to 18, to 19, to 20, to 21. That area I had, when I was hesitating, I got a lot of, in this section, I got a lot of combined locks. Like I said, this side is the side that's thinner. My hair is thinner on this side than this side. So I got a lot of combined locks on this side. That's why I was hesitant, like, 'cause I was feeling 2 separate pieces, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I could tell it was combined, yep. But one thing that I learned, like, when people with their locks, I see, you know, they do a lot of updos and stuff. Sometimes it looks like, to me, I'm like, that looks like it's pulled so tight, you know, and that's just too much stress on your lock, on your hair, you know, and, you know, your hair will end up, of course, falling out and thinning and all that kind of stuff. I don't really do too many updos. If I do, I just kind of pull it up and put a rubber band on it and kind of wrap it or something like that. But what I was doing, like with that crinkly style, it was just like you putting too much stress on it. You're doing it way too tight. And there was one point where, like, I would do it. It would last like about 5 days. And then guess what? I do it right again. So it's like, now I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to do that at all. I might put a roller or something in it every now and then. But for right now, I might not, because I really did not like the way my hair was coming out and breaking off and thinning in the lock. And it was not like that, not, you know, a few months ago. So I'm like, I'm going to have to tone down on that. And then what I was saying about my green drink, I had kind of stopped. Well, I stopped with the smoothie with the banana and the sea moss. And And I didn't go back to this. And I was doing real good at one point with my taking my vitamins and everything every day, my vitamin D3 and my cod liver oil pills and my multi-women's vitamin for women 50 and over. What else was I saying? D3, cod liver. That's it, you know. And then doing my thing. And I haven't doing my drink here. You can find the video for my drink. I think it might be like the 3rd video or the 4th video I made. You get to see all the ingredients. I think I might have added 1 or 2 more things to it since then. Okay, since I made that video. But anyway, so, and I had cut back on that. I wasn't drinking a lot of water. Wasn't getting enough sleep at times. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't put my hair up at night. And I was thinking, I might have to put it up. You know, I just kind of sleep on it. It's like you might be rubbing on it on that pillow, you know, rubbing on those locks. You don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So, wait a minute. Let me see. I'm going to do that over again. Grab that section. Oh, it's not as many here as I thought. Well, I didn't think I had a whole lot anyway. But I thought I would have got to 200 before this, you know, I got to it. Look at me. You see what I'm doing? Be gentle. You have to be gentle with your hair. Well, I don't need to. Okay. All right. But it does. It feels so good. It feels better. I mean, I really wasn't paying attention to it. I was just styling it and going, or sometimes. And see, I don't really like it just being you know, I like having that crinkly look to it. I don't really like it curly. Okay, on me. But it's like, well, for the time being, it's just gonna have to be no style. I don't really like the updos and stuff. Like I said, every blue moon I'll do my own kind of style of an updo, you know. But it's like right now you're just gonna have to let it be loose and free, because it's like, I think like the best thing is just don't do nothing to it. You know, basically you can get your retowel, wash it and cleanse it, put the oils in it, and boom. Okay, 221. 222, 223, 224, 225, 226, 227, 228, 229, 230, 231, 232, 233, 234, 235, 236, 237, 238, 239, 240, 241, okay, 241, yep, 242, 243, 234, 235, 236, 237, 238, 239, 240, 241, 241. All right. 241. And like the retie now, I think at first I would go like every 7 weeks. I was watching a sister, and she was like, you know, and then I was in a Sisterlock Facebook group who people who were having issues with thinning and stuff, and it was like, you know, after the consistency seemed to be people were going too often, you know, who were having that issue for their retie. So I started going every maybe like 8 weeks or 9 weeks. I don't know. I think I do okay with that. One thing that I am probably going to request of my consultant is to not do it so tight, the retie. Like, don't do it like right to the base of my scalp. Maybe, you know, minus how she's been doing it, but like minus 1 rotation. You know, because it's like bing, you know, it's really tight on there. And I don't want it super tight because I don't feel like it needs to be. And I don't want to be losing, you know, having thinning at the scalp and all of that kind of stuff, because that is an issue too if they do it too tight. From at least from my understanding, from when I'm seeing it too tight, you know, you can have some thinning at the scalp because it's too tight. You know, and I don't want it. I don't want it. My locks. I'm not one of those people whose locks have to be super neat. Okay, 241, 242. Let me start over because I did something here. Okay, 241, 242, 243, 244, 245, 246, 247, 248, 249, okay, 250, 251, 252, 253, 254, 255, 256, 257, 258, 259, 260, 261, 262, 263, 264, 265, 266. All right, 266. All right. Okay. So I probably could increase my water intake. Make sure I get back to my green drink and my vitamins, and just not stop the rubber band thing the way I was doing it, the way I told you. Like, look, like I'm about to pull this scrunchie out. And just pull it out. No, just be gentle. You have to be gentle. Yeah, remember that song? Please be gentle. Oh, baby, I'm gonna be gentle when I'm loving you. When I'm loving you, I'm loving you, wanting to please you. When you're lying next to me, baby, you got me calling your name, baby. Y'all remember that? All right, 266. Let's keep going here. 267, 268, 269, 270, 271, 272, 273, 274, 275, 276, 277, 278, 279, 280, 281, 282, 283, 284, 285, 286, 287, 288, 289, 290, 291. All right, 291. Baby girl, you got me. Y'all remember that? Calling your name, baby. When I'm holding you, wanting to please you. When you're lying next to me. I don't don't know who that's by. Baby girl, you got me calling your name, baby. I'll be gentle, baby, I'm gonna be gentle when I'm loving you, when I'm loving you. All right, I think I'm going to make this the last section. So what we got? 291. All right, count down with me. Okay, you'll see. Okay, 291, 292, 293, 294, 295, 296, 297, 298, 299, 300, 301, 302, 303, 304, 305, 306, 307, 308, 309, 310, 311, 312, 313, 314, 315, 316, 317. Is that your final number? So that's 11, right? That's 11, 371. Wait a minute. No, I put 371. 317. But it still equals 11, which equals 2. Let me look up. What's 2 in numerology? Let me just see. 2 in numerology. Those, I don't want to, that's not one. Okay. The quote that best describes number 2 is, listen to your heart. It knows all things because it came from the soul of the world. That's what I need to do. Listen to my heart. That is truly for me. Believe it. I don't believe in there, there are no coincidences. Now, when she adds, if she don't do it, I'm going to do it. This one, let's see what she's going to do with this section back here that I showed her right by my ear. There's another section back here. I don't know if it will constitute 1 lock or 2 locks. She'll know. Let me see if there's any more on the back. Oh, some more back here, honey. Some more loose hair. All across the back. Okay? It just keeps coming out. All right? But anyway, that's it. That's all I got to say, My grade's coming in. I usually try to wait till my retie before I, put the rinse back in. Okay. Sorry, I don't want the gray. I mean, nothing against gray, all right? I just like color. I just like having some color, not gray, okay? So I like my red. I had tried a little brown mousy color. And it was, when I look back at pictures, I'm like, oh, that was kind of nice, But I think I like this better. And I don't think I had nothing else to talk about, okay? But I know it feels better. I don't want to say it feels better. I don't think I really noticed it. I wasn't paying attention to it. I wasn't being as attentive with my hair over the last few months as I had been, okay? Just trying to style it and go. Now, see, this is a loose one right here. See that ball? I could feel it. Like if I just, I'm trying to show y'all how y'all do this. Y'all be showing folk your hairstyle on YouTube. Okay, well, it's bent, okay? But I could feel it. Like if I was just like, if I just put a little pressure on it, it's gonna pop, but I'm not going to. That's what I was gonna say. When I would braid it to make the crinkly look for the next day, what I would do, I would braid it when I got to the end, I would take a little small rubber band and, to close it up, bend it. That's why that one lock's probably bent like that. But in the morning when I would try to take that rubber band out, that shit was hard. And sometimes I would end up, oh, I hate it when my phone does this. Now I don't know why it does that, but now the sound is going to be separate from my lips. Sorry, y'all. Okay. But anyway, what would happen was I would end up pulling that rubber band, you know, and kind of I could hardly find it, whether I had these nails on or my regular nails, and then I would find it and just break the rubber band because I couldn't hardly get a good hold of it, and it would pop off. And then I said, well, I would snatch it off. I can't say it popped off. I snatched it off. So that was damaging the ends too. Well, I just thought about that. You was doing some damage, girl. It was your fault. And then I would use these big rubber bands thinking, oh, if I use the big rubber bands instead of little tiny ones, that won't have that problem. Well, I did. Okay, so I'm just going to stop doing that for a while. Although I really like that style. Okay, now see, I'm looking in this camera, right? And to me, my grid is not perfect. Okay, I could tell when she did it, it just wasn't. But I didn't complain. Okay, I was just like, I couldn't tell immediately. My hair was like, I had my Sisterlocks was like this. Okay, around town. Okay, so I really couldn't tell, right? But as it was growing, you know, when it was getting some length to it, then I could tell. So my part down the middle is really not like perfectly straight. Okay. It is what it is. Okay, so it's kind of uneven, like, you know, this part is going into this lock, and it almost kind of has it's like not straight back, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But probably you wouldn't even really notice it if I didn't see, like, you, the viewer, or people see me. I don't know if you wouldn't notice it if I didn't say anything, right? So whatever. Okay, but I'm looking in the camera now, and it looks even. But when I go back to play this and look at the video, it's not going to look like what I'm seeing now. It's going to look like, well, like I made a video earlier, and I had it part down the middle, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, it looks even. But then when I went to look at the video, it's like this side looked all puffed out and this side looked all, you know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe it's the other way around. No, which side is thicker? I said this side is thicker. No, it's this side that's shit. I can't remember. Well, right now this side looks thicker. This side looks thicker. Well, one side is, yeah, this side looks flatter. Okay, so because I'm looking at it now, and I just remember from the video. So this side is gonna be like looking like like it's just flat thin, because my hair is thinner on this side than this side. She said this side has more of a curlier pattern, where this side has the strand, you know, the hair, my hair, the way it grows, it has a straight, it's still curly, but it has more of a straight pattern. Okay, so this side looks thicker. It is what it is. Okay, now I got 371. 317. I would love to guess, but we're not going to be able to, how much it would have been. I wonder how many locks I cut off. You know what I'm saying? And I like this, so I don't anticipate growing it back. You know, I feel like my hair is full enough, long enough that, you know, if I cover it up, you know, with my, you know, hair down, or wear my curly do's, Q's, and my crinkly things or whatever, and you can't really tell, especially this side, because like I said, it's thicker. This side, you probably could tell a little bit more, but it's okay, you know, because I like it. You know, if I want to cover it up, I can. And then I just kind of like that funky look, that mohawk funkadelic look. That's what I like. All right, but anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. I don't know what else to talk about, but if you are interested in a reading, I do tarot readings, because I'm figuring that the people who are going to watch this video are probably more into Sisterlocks, okay, than my other stuff. People may have never come across my channel before, so if you're interested in tarot readings or psychic readings or mediumship, I do those. I sell pendulums. Check out my website, kenyattasintuition.com. I'm working on a Patreon. I already have it, you know, up. So if you're interested, you know, you want some monthly readings, okay, all the time, Check out my Patreon. The link is in the description below. If you have any questions about any of my readings or anything, you can reach me at kenyattasintuition.com. I am asking for donations. I am a substitute teacher. In the summertime, I don't work. I am working summer school this year, but I'm only doing it for like a month. I never did it before. So I'm doing it. I only do it for like a month. So I'm going to be working on making more content. I am asking for donations. There are more products I want to put on my website. I would like a cup of coffee every now and then, you know, for this, you know, what I offer here on my channel. I got a variety of things that I'm offering. So I do ask for donations, okay, or reading. Come on through for reading. I don't charge a lot for my readings. Just because I don't charge a lot for my readings doesn't mean I'm not good at my readings. You know, sometimes we put a value, you know, this kind of value to that, but yet, you know, Macy's always has a sale. Dillard's always has a sale. You understand what I'm saying? These places always have sales, okay? And sometimes some damn good ones, like look at Old Navy. They have awesome sales, okay? But you still shop at Old Navy. That does, you don't stop going because that's 70% off. I ain't going there. It must mean it ain't no good. No, you go. You understand what I'm saying? You know, what was it? Applebee's or one of these places had the 2 meals for $20. Come on, let's go to Applebee's, okay? You didn't say, must not be good because they got a sale. They got the 2 for $20. No, you went there. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying that to say, just because I don't charge some outrageous amount for my readings doesn't mean I'm not good at what I do. I'm excellent at what I do. I love doing readings. I love doing tarot readings. I love doing psychic readings, blah, blah, blah. I got excellent reviews. They're not all posted on my website. They used to be on my old website. I had a whole lot. If you're interested, you can look at my Instagram. It's Kenyatta_Numika. You can scroll all the way down and you'll see a boatload of reviews that I got. Excellent reviews. So check it out. I don't feel like you have to, you know, pay no outrageous amount of money for a reading, do mediumship. But yeah, I'm asking that, you know, for donations to help me grow my channel. I need some financial support, and I need, you know, so I can buy the things that I need to make more of my products and do what I do, or join my Patreon and become a patron. All right, I appreciate your time. I appreciate those who have subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe. I don't just talk about those Sisterlocks on here, but I thought that would be fun. All right, y'all be blessed. Peace.